So, hi everyone. Today we have gathered here to talk about one more topic, and that is the condition of people who are traveling by railways to visit Mahakumbh or to visit Prayagraj to have that holy dip in that Triveni Sangam. So, the thing that we will be talking about today is the condition of people and how there is a increase in violence, how people are damaging trains, how people are fighting in trains, how there are due to a lot of rush or due to a lot of crowd, there are issues like stampede, which is resulting in people dying as well. So let's have a discussion on who should we blame for this particular these incidents which are happening. Should we blame the people themselves, that the people are they are too much passionate to go there, or should we blame the administration, local administration, or the state administration, or should we blame the central government as well? So what is your overall point of view? I would like to hear initial opinion, and then we can talk more in detail. Yes.
Sir, according to me, there is two story behind this.
Okay.
The first is there is no one to be blamed.
Okay. There is no one should be blamed for this.
There is no one should be blamed, or there is everyone
To be blamed.
To be blamed.
Acha. Okay. So either we should blame everyone or we should not blame anybody.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because, sir, the huge crowd gathered towards the platform, and sometimes the sudden change of platforms regarding the trains could be one of the reason.
Okay.
Sometimes the authorities did not have adjustment to guide the people properly. This could be the reason.
Yes. What is your opinion on this?
In the current time we are looking that like Mahakumbh is happening and a lot of people is going to see the Mahakumbh, and there is breaking of windows of the train and there is happening stampede in the
Stampede,
due to increase in crowds of
Yes.
the Mahakumbh and
Sir, actually, sir, India is a very most crowded people
It's a
in
very
the world,
India is the most populated
Populated
country in the
Yeah.
world. Yes.
and everyone want to go to take a holy dip in Prayagraj. But I study about less about that. People are very less patient.
No, they are having less patience.
Less patient. They want to go and just take a holy dip early. But you have to be patient when you go very huge
Crowd.
So you have to wait for
Your turn.
Your turn. But the people thought that I will go and early and I will come home and I will do my job. So sir. And also one thing I looked at, there is so less train to go from.
No, but the government has arranged a lot of special trains. That is true, but even those trains are not sufficient. And okay, it is not as if that all the trains who are going to Prayagraj or on that route, most of the people are not going to Prayagraj for only having that holy dip. There are a lot of people who are going to different locations for different purposes. Some may have their marriages, some may have their interviews, some may have important job assignments, some may have a very limited leave,
Yes,
some
sir.
may have medical issues as
Yes,
well,
sir.
some may have to even leave country. So in that way, for just protecting the interest of certain people who are going to Mahakumbh, you are also the people who are going for other reasons. They are also being affected due to it. They are heavily affected due to this actually, because a lot of people who are frustrated, who are not able to board the train in spite of having a genuine ticket, they are the ones I think are more frustrated, and they are the ones who are indulging in violence.
Yes, sir.
Maybe there is a possibility. I'm sure other people are also responsible, but the people who are genuinely frustrated, they are taking out their anger on the trains. I guess.
Sir.
Yes.
It's true, sir. And in this time, everyone, the hotel and the room, everything, sir, very cost.
Yes, it is very expensive. They have become very expensive. Even I have heard that the normal boats are demanding,
sir.
I think 5,000, 6,000
5,000
rupees to take to the people to the place where they are going to take a holy
Yes,
dip.
sir.
So that is also
Yeah,
it is all business in that sense.
Yes, sir. It took only 150 for one passenger, but they take 5,000
6,000
It
rupees.
is
I'm
so
sure
high.
everybody has seen those reports.
So
yes.
even the flight is so high. So mostly people want to go by railway.
Railways.
Railway.
Because the people are not able to afford the
that.
cars and all that.
And
The poor people in India, most of the people are poor anyway. So what will they do? What is their fault?
Yes, sir.
So then should we not blame the government then?
Yeah,
Should we
why-
not
yes,
blame
sir.
the administration that in spite of seeing that there is so much of crowd
Yes,
and it
sir.
is not the first time that is happening. Every day there is a lot of crowd actually. So should we not have multiple trains going in that direction?
Yeah.
I think the railway should also be blamed for this. Don't you think so?
Before the Kumbh Mela, government thought about that we have to increase the coaches board, and also we have to make more seats in train. But they, all train are going to like in a very low speed.
That is all right, but the number of seats are not sufficient.
Number of seats not sufficient.
Any
Yes, sir.
other point before I introduce anything new?
Sir, as I am not agree with that, the most number of trains should be lined up, because if there is much amount of train introduced, then there will be create a problem as well, because
In Prayagraj.
yes sir, and the another fact is that the train also get late and also be jammed in because of the other train. So. According to me, they can add much coach on.
They can add more coaches on the existing trains.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And also, currently news is that the Prayagraj station is closed. So the government decided to close it. Then the other government, what will they do? And if in any other state some stampede happens due to the
Heavy rush of people.
authority or people themselves or the government, so that could be the more region to get in the news.
Okay.
And sir, one more thing is that sometimes the authority did not have time to settle the whole crowd at one time, because there is very much number of passengers who are going in the station and platform. So any authority has to suffer to treat them and also sir, the travel etiquette is also
Missing. Where is etiquette and manner? The people have thrown out of the windows,
Yes,
train
sir.
windows. After they have broken the windows and they have thrown it out.
Yes, sir. And
of
sir,
the windows.
I have seen that some of the people have threw water towards
water,
the train,
like,
stones,
everything.
and many things.
Everything, like whatever they can think of, whatever they can, whatever level they can stoop to. Although their frustration is also genuine, I would understand, but the frustration of the people who are where the trains, when the trains are broken and when the coaches are damaged and the people who are inside, they are also affected, their frustration is also genuine. So obviously this the combined frustration is going to create more chaos.
Yes.
Why I want to introduce one more aspect of this particular conversation, where I would like to say that you have seen metros.
Yeah.
Anyone of you has traveled on metro? Yes, you have. Some of you may have gone to airport as well. So over there, only the people who are going to board the train or board the metro or board the aircraft, only those people are going to be allowed. The people who are having tickets, they are allowed inside the airport. The people who are having tickets, they are allowed inside the metro station. Should we make the same rules after the stampede which happened in Delhi, that ticketed entry should be compulsory, should be mandatory, so that only the people who are having ticket, they should enter the according to the number of seats which are there in the railway, the number of seats should be sold by the railways. Because in what I've heard is that in Delhi, when the stampede took place, within 2 hours, thousands of tickets were sold. Within 2 hours, thousands of tickets were sold actually. So railway made a lot of profit because a lot of tickets were sold. But what about the common people? They were not having enough spaces to travel, to leave. So what do you think about it? Should we make ticketed entry compulsory in Indian Railways? What is your opinion about it?
Sir, in my opinion, sir, before Mahakumbh, we are seeing that the persons who have ticket, they were traveling with their own seats, and in Mahakumbh we are seeing that the people who have general ticket or are ticketless, they are also going to Mahakumbh and they are sitting in the AC coaches
Or anywhere they can find.
and then anywhere they can find. And and somewhere it is also seen that people have entered in the courses and has
They have locked the gates from inside.
they have locked the gate from inside, and people having ticket of the seats in that coach, they are suffering,
They are suffering.
and they are not allowed to enter in the course.
True.
Sir, as you said that the people who get the ticket should be entry on the station or platform, this will also create a kiosk in the people, because
Among the people.
Because sir, then outside the stations they started to break down like all the things.
But outside the station, at least there is a lot of space. But inside the station, there is only a platform, and then there are trains. So space-wise, at least there will be a lot of space for people to disperse to, and there will be policemen and all that will be there as well. So I don't think it is going to create a lot of stress over there, because they know that only after buying the ticket they will be allowed inside.
Yes,
so they will not accumulate in large numbers. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes,
Here everybody is allowed entry. Even like everybody is allowed entry, and because of that, what is happening is that they are accumulated over there on the stations. So that is there. I think more than the ticketed entry, if the railways can in future, in near term future, if they will manage a situation where only they are issuing the tickets for the number of seats that they have in the trains, then I think the issues can be managed properly, just like in the airports or at the metro stations. I think metro station ka bhi wahi rule hai. I think people are allowed to travel, doesn't depend on the number of seats which are there. But for the airports, if we'll say. But again, the problem is that where will the common man go? Where will the poor man go? Because the railways are the carriage of the poor people in India. Because every day crores of people travel on railways in India, and because of that, and most of the poor people are able to afford the train tickets as well. They can, in a very small amount of money, they can travel to different places. So again, this is a very difficult problem. I can understand the problem faced by the government of India as well, where on one hand they have to take care of the poor people by issuing them tickets, even if the number of seats are much lesser. On other hand, if there is a stampede, the government is blamed for that. So where should the government go? That is a major question.
As sir, Mahakumbh is religious faith by all the people.
Yes,
so
yes.
people wanted to go there by any
means.
Any means. So in trains or in vehicles, all of there is a jam. And also in public, there could be many regions or many chances to stampede. And in the station, we have seen that if the government introduced that the persons who have tickets could get entry in the stations, then the other people would misunderstand that, and they can wanted to go inside the station by anyhow. By at that time there will be more police over there, but because of that the people who gets ticket have also suffered, because they can't enter in the station as well.
True. No, but there will be a lot of places for them to enter, and but they know that only after buying the ticket we can go inside. And if the number of seats are only, if they know if the seats are full, we cannot buy, and they can find out from the platforms as well. They will never go to the station. Only the people who are having ticket, they will go to the station, and they will get entry.
Yes, sir, but
They will get the seats as well.
But sudden change in this.
Sudden, I'm not saying sudden. Obviously, the government also has to make a major change in the infrastructure.
Yeah.
They have to introduce multiple more trains such that they can accommodate all the people who are there. But the government should also make sure that they are the tickets are only issued to those people according to the number of seats which are available.
Yes.
हाँ जी, आपको क्या लगता है सर? What do you think? Should Indian Railways turn towards the model of airports to issue tickets?
Yes, sir. Because it is 21st century.
Yes.
And out of the India, you will find China, America. There is a boarding system. Even Indonesia is also bulletin. They are a boarding system to go. When you have pass, then you can go. Because when in India.
Everybody boards the train.
Yeah, boards train, and they go without ticket.
Yes.
And
But they are poor people. Where else they will go? How else they cannot afford road, they cannot afford the bus tickets, they cannot afford any other medium of
but
travel.
20, 30 and 100, if they can't able to, then
No, they are not able to actually, because India classifies poor people on the basis of that if they are able to earn 40 rupees or 45 rupees one day per day, they are not poor. In India, if you are earning 50 rupees per day, you are not poor.
if I'm earning
Yes,
50 rupees, I'm
you are not poor.
Yeah, that can be.
This is the reality of India. According to multiple committees report, if you are earning per day income is 50 rupees or around 50 rupees, you are not poor in India.
But everyone say India is very fourth, third largest.
That is what we are calling about, misleading data
Yeah,
or
it's
manipulation
true.
of data.
Yes, it's true.